Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Emily and we've got a weird little writing slash publishing vlog. I'm going to unbox a book, but it is a book you guys have seen before because I am making a large print edition of Under the Earth, Over the Sky. Is this a random vlog? Yes it is. But I've had a couple people mention to me large text versions of books, and what sort of tipped me over the edge of deciding to do this was one of my friends in my writing group specifically asked me if I was going to do it because he's heard it's a very popular thing to do. Hi Zach, thank you. This is a great idea. So this is probably going to be a short little vlog, and like half of it's going to be when I unbox the book. But it seemed kind of like a fun little video to make, so we're doing a vlog out of it. One of the first things I'm going to do is, I actually already did get started on fixing this in InDesign, but I am going to go down to my local library and look at a bunch of different in real life examples of how to do this. But I have been doing some minor Google research, and I did find a blog post that gives a list of everything you need to be compliant with the guidelines from organizations like American Council of the Blind. Some of these are, you don't have to do all of them, but if you can hit all of them, that's good. I tried to follow the link to actually find this article on the website for the American Council of the Blind, and it seems to be a membership only type of link. I Googled around some more and could not find anything, so I am trusting this blog, which is Kindlepreneur. I can't say that. Like Kindle Entrepreneur. They are a reputable website, and this also lines up with everything else I found on Google, which is admittedly not much. But the list they have is to use an 18-point font, use a sans serif font, which is very weird to the designer brain. Stick to a line height of 1.5 or higher, which I Googled and translates to, I think, like 20 or 21 points of line height if you are in InDesign. Space your paragraphs instead of indenting them. Use ragged text instead of justified text. Titles and headings should be a larger font, and this one says it should be aligned to the left. I am going to keep the chapter headers centered just because all the other examples I saw on Google did keep the chapter headers centered, and because they are so much bigger, I think it'll probably still be okay. Bullet items should be double spaced, but I don't have any of those. Only black text, yeah, that's easy. Bold to emphasize italics, which is interesting, and do a larger trim size. So I'm gonna grab you, I'm going to show you what my regular InDesign file looks like, and then I'll show you what I've been doing. Okay, so this is my old InDesign file for formatting Under the Earth. If you've bought it, you know what it looks like. But it's a 5.5 by 8.5 book, and the font is 11 points for the body font, which is a pretty general font size, very readable. A large print edition, let me just go back to the top. So this I bumped up to a 6 by 9. It is currently, if you go down here, focus, 751 pages. The other version is like 300 and something. It is going to be a weapon of a book, which is pretty cool. I'm going to have to change the cover, obviously, for the spine, but still. I'm thinking I'm probably going to leave this the same because it's a decorative element. I'm not really certain. I'm going to look at what other books did and see if leaving the title page as is alright. I've also got to figure out what to do with the copyright, because if I make the copyright 18 points, it's going to take up multiple pages. And that seems a little silly for copyright, but also I will do it if that's what everybody else does. So we got the chapters, which now take up 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. Things that were in italic like this are now bold. We got the chapter 1. I'm keeping the decorative elements because they're adorable, but we've got everything in Avenir Next font, and you can see what used to be italicized is now in bold. It's ragged on the right side instead of justified, and there's spaces between the paragraphs. So this is what it looks like. It looks pretty cool, actually. I think it's actually really neat. It's very odd and bizarre after I've trained my brain to do regular book formatting, but it's very cool, actually. I put a little bit more space on the break, and I left the little break. It is kind of a detailed thing, but it's not super necessary to see the details on it, so it's alright. So that's what it looks like so far. Today is Sunday, October 1st, so I can't actually go down to the library and look at anything because it's closed. But I will sometime this week. I'm probably just going to keep everything as far as the body like it is because it follows all the guides I've seen. I'm specifically going to look for the title page and the copyright page on other books, and I'm going to see if the headers and the page numbers have to be as large as the body text because it kind of overtakes the page a little bit. So if I can bump it down just a tiny bit, which is what I have right now, that would make me happy. But also, if I don't, then that's fine too. So the main other thing I'm going to have to change is I'm going to have to make the spine probably like twice as big. And it's going to need a new ISBN number, which is fine because I bulk bought a ton of ISBNs this year. And when I go in Ingramspark, I can mark it as a large print edition, so then it will also list on Amazon as, you know, you got your ebook, your audiobook, your paperback, your hardcover, and this will be a large print hardcover. I'm excited. This is cool. Anything like new that I get to learn about publishing stuff is fun. And I'll probably end up doing this with all my books. I can very easily do it with the C at the end of everything as well. It'll make it look like a real novel instead of a novella. And I haven't decided how or if I'm going to handle that with In Dying Starlight, because doing it for all of the novellas seems kind of silly, considering that nobody buys the paperbacks, really. Most people read them on Kindle, and you can customize things on Kindle, so it's not necessary. I am going to put the whole series into one box set eventually, but that one box set of 12 novellas is going to push the page limit for print on demand anyway, because it might be like an 800-page book. So doubling that is not possible. I don't know, maybe I'll do a print edition for the first half of the series and the second half of the series, and then I can do large print. Not gonna be a lot to this vlog, but it'll be pretty cool, I think. So, I will see you whenever I have an update, which is probably when I update it on Ingramspark. Alright, it's Friday, November 3rd, and I finally have something to update you on the large print edition of Under the Earth Over the Sky. The proof copy is set up, wow, my hair's doing weird stuff today. The proof copy is set up at Ingramspark, and it is on the way. I did go to the library and I looked at a bunch of different examples of large print books. Most of them I found were not very large print, and they were also usually still in a serif font, which I like more as book design goes, but the sans serif font is better for people with dyslexia, so as long as I'm making this a large print edition, might as well make it as accessible as possible to anyone who might need a different version of the book. So I kept the sans serif font, even though technically I don't care for it as much, and I kept the large space between the paragraphs, even though a lot of the books I picked up didn't do that. And I kept the bold where the italics should be. There's no italics in the book, it's all just bold where it should be italics. So I'll just show you guys a little bit of it. One of the things I was looking up was what the copyright page looks like, because usually copyright is even smaller than the normal text, and it seemed weird to have the copyright cover multiple pages, but that's what quite a few of the large print editions I picked up did. So as long as that's fine, I did that. I got my art all laid back out in the proper places. The decorative font is now... I didn't really find anything that resembled a format like this in large print, so I did the best I thought I could, which is I made the decorative font for the spring, summer titles and all that the same sans serif font. I did keep the title center just because it looks a lot better than aligned left. There was some advice on align it left, but I didn't see anybody else who aligned it left, so I thought it's probably okay to keep the title centered. And instead of drop caps, I did bold on the first couple of words on the chapters. It is 726 pages, so it is a monster of a book. So I am super excited to get it in the mail. I will have to restrain myself from ripping it open as soon as I get it at the post office, and I will unbox it with you guys. I also had to do some considerable changes to the cover, because not only was it a 6x9, but the spine was much bigger than this one, obviously. So I had to do a lot of tweaks to get the cover to work well. The interior cover, I had to do it on this one too, but this was a lot easier to do. That's where I am, that's what I got. I'll update you guys when I have the actual proof copy. Which reminds me, I have to actually set this up for distribution on Ingramspark. Okay, we got the large print hardcover edition from Ingramspark. Look at how this box feels like it's got 3 books in it. It is heavy, so I just thought I would unbox it with you guys. They did not do a very good job of packing it. It's sliding around. I wouldn't be surprised if it's dinged, but what do you want? It's Ingramspark. Now that I have the proof, and I'm gonna have to struggle to open the box again. They tape right over the little perforated section that's supposed to... I'm gonna give this a read through, and I'm going to just update it on Ingramspark so that it should show up on Amazon alongside the options from my other books. Oh my gosh. It's such a huge book. Okay. So not only is it a 6x9, it's okay, did the cover optimize correctly? Yeah. Okay, got the front cover. Let me get the other copy just to show you the difference. So this is the normal copy. It's 5.5 by 8.5. That's the spine. That's the back. We got a 6x9. Front. The spine. The back. Oh my gosh. The back. I want to show you the back. Ah! It's so much heavier. This is 300-ish pages. This is over 700 pages. Case cover turned out alright. Oh yeah. It's cute. This is a weapon. How does it look? Ooh. It's actually kind of cool. It is. Yeah, I went over the formatting with you guys already. You know what it looks like on the inside. But it looks kind of cool. Are these pages thinner? No, they're not thinner. The type is just really big and it kind of shows through. You can kind of see the ghosts of the copyright page on the other side. It doesn't matter. Here's we got the, I'm just gonna take this dust jacket off. I feel like the dust jackets are more annoying the larger the books get. We got the chapters. We got our quote. Got our map. This is kind of cool. This is what I did for the... I changed the text to be the same font as the rest of the book. It looks cute. I like it. Oh, I'm definitely gonna make all of my books a version like this. This is cool. I kind of love it. More than I thought I would. Like, this is neat. What do you know? It's not even the whole unboxing video, but I actually got like a decent unboxing from Ingramspark the first time around because I've already gotten 82 proofs of this book before. I'm just making it bigger. That's the thank you for reading page on the back. I had to make everybody's names bigger, all the dedications in the back because of the Kickstarter. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Big book. My goodness, this is... Okay. Heavy. My goodness. Okay, I don't think I ever wrapped up this vlog. I was waiting for the book to actually show up on Amazon. I finally got through proofreading this monstrosity, and it looked all good. So I approved it on Ingramspark. Today is Wednesday, January 17th. When I set this up on Ingramspark, I don't know how to set up large print editions and get them to link in ACX, not ACX, that's Audible. Oh my gosh, KDP in Amazon, KDP Amazon. I don't know how to do that. In Ingramspark, you make a new book and there is a section where you can check large print edition. And you need a new ISBN, but there is a large print edition checkbox. And that's how I set it up. And I set it up for retailers and it took weeks to finally link because it's Ingramspark, of course it did. So this, I'll show you on the Amazon page. This is just the regular Amazon page. And they changed the layout on Amazon here, but if you go see all formats, there are 2 hardcover editions, and you can see it says large print. And I have no idea why there's like a discrepancy in price, because I don't think that's what I marked it for. But that's Ingramspark and Amazon's problem. I can't actually change it. But, so there it is. It's right in there where it should be. So we finally got this up. I only realized that I got it up because I was going into Ingramspark to be mad about something else. And I noticed that there was one sale of this. And I was like, oh, it must be up. And it was up. And I didn't even realize. Because they don't give you any sort of notification. Can you tell I'm mad at Ingramspark for other reasons? It'll be in a different vlog, it's fine. So, I am gonna wrap this vlog up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, what's my outro? If you did, give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. Really helps out my channel. You can now grab this on Amazon, hopefully on other retailers. I'm gonna have to go through and look. Of course, you can also grab the CD at the end of everything and all my other books. Links are in the description. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys. It's a giant book. It makes me very happy. It's a weapon. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!